Russia declared that it will send a new military unit near the border with Finland. As a response, Finland announced that it will buy a long-range air defense system from Israel and it will join a NATO exercise soon. In response to Finland's accession to NATO, the Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Alexander Grushko stated that Russia will increase its military capabilities in the western and northwestern regions. Grushko confirmed that they will reinforce military potential in the northwestern direction. Additionally, if other NATO members deploy their forces and resources in Finland, Russia will take additional measures to guarantee its military security. On the other side, the commander of the Russian Air Defense and Missile Defense Forces, Andrei Demin, mentioned that due to higher level of threats following Finland's accession to NATO, the Russian military has started to practice defending the northwestern borders. He remarked that with Finland becoming a part of NATO bloc and Sweden preparing to join, the air defense forces are practicing protecting the state border in the northwest of the country to cope with the increased level of threats. In response to the threats from Russia, Finland declared that it would buy David's Sling, the long-range air defense system which is made by American and Israeli manufacturers. The system will cost $345 million. With this demand, the Finnish defense forces will have enough capacity to prevent new targets. The industry request for quotation had included a minimum flight altitude requirement of 15,000 meters. The funding for the acquisition of the Davis Sling air defense system is approximately $233 million for the main contract, with an additional $113 million covering options. The exercise of these options need a separate decision. As part of the contract, Finland and the Israeli Ministry of Defense will agree on a security of supply pact. The sale is subject to approval from the United States. The Davis Sling air defense system is already being used by the Israeli Defense Forces. According to the manufacturer also claims that the system offers a high probability of destroying a wide range of air and missile defense targets. The Davis Sling air defense system has been specifically designed to intercept and counter long-range rockets and relatively slow-flying cruise missiles within a range of 40 km to 300 km. With NATO's inclusion of Finland, the US and Germany are getting ready for the most extensive deployment of American air forces to Europe since the establishment of the US-led security alliance. The Air National Guard's Director, General Michael Loh, announced that the Air Defender 2023 exercise would assess the Air National Guard's capability to deploy and utilize forces rapidly, similar to what the United States may have to do if the Ukraine conflict extends to NATO. He mentioned that it is the largest transatlantic movement they have ever done. The Air National Guard, which maintains units for quick mobilization during war, along with its role in defending the homeland, plans to deploy around 100 aircraft to Germany for the 10-day exercise in June. Air Defender 2023 will be Finland's first significant NATO exercise as a member nation. According to the Chief of the German Air Force, Finland will participate in the exercise by sending Fa-18 Super Hornets, since it will take a few more years before the country starts using F-35s. According to General Loh, NATO's border with Russia is doubled with the addition of Finland, and the country will bring great capabilities to the alliance. Finland's size and infrastructure, such as landing strips built into territory, allow for a strong combat deployment. Officials have stressed that the Air Defender exercise was planned long before Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and it has been in the works for several years. Also, Germany made the decision to purchase F-35s as part of its effort to modernize its military forces following the Ukraine war. The country is scheduled to commence training in the United States in 2026 and by 2027. The addition of Finland as a NATO member brings a significant military capability to the alliance and consolidates its defense of the eastern flank against potential Russian aggression. For years, NATO military planners have been concerned about how to protect three Baltic countries against the Russian aggression. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The focus of concern is on the Suwalki Gap, a 65-kilometer strip between the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad and Belarus. A sudden attack can cut off the Baltic allies from the rest of NATO. With Finland's membership, NATO could potentially strengthen its existence in the Baltic Sea area. It can utilize the country's proximity to Estonia's capital Tallinn, which is less than 70 kilometers away from Helsinki. This could create a new route for reinforcements and enhance the alliance's ability to dominate the region. It has been a concern for NATO military planners for many years. The addition of a new 1,300 kilometers to the alliance land border with Russia will also bring new problems. This will pose a challenge for NATO strategists as they work out how to effectively defend this extended border. As NATO expands its existence by adding Finland as a member, the Kremlin will continue to increase its military capacities near the border in the coming years. Despite this, the Russian government's response to Finland's membership has been less vocal than anticipated. So, this is time to share your opinions. Don't forget to leave your comments about this issue.